And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
We're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
If you say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Well, now you have. Welcome to Sean's show, episode 1, attempt 2. Let's see if this one actually.
Oh yeah, this is attempt 2.
This is attempt 2. So really, it's episode 2. If you want, we can release episode 1 on the Patreon, which I'm launching now. But anyway, welcome to the show. I'm Sean. This is the show. That's Josh.
What's up?
My trusty producer, and business partner.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. You know, it's gonna be a monologue show, a fucking dialogue show, and welcome to the fucking show. I'm really excited. Where to start?
You should be. It's a dope studio, man.
It's a cool studio. It's fun. It was funded entirely by my dead grandfather. He paid for all of this. So shout out to my dead grandfather, Jerry.
Would he be proud of his investment?
No. My grandpa. I lied to my grandfather. This is my first message to the people. I lied to my grandfather about my religious beliefs for his entire life, or my entire life. He thought I was Catholic, Irish Catholic, Roman Catholic, up until about 6 months before his death. And then he got to see me do stand-up comedy. And I have a joke about being an atheist. And his hearing wasn't that good. So what ended up happening is my uncle made sure that my grandfather was hearing exactly what I was saying. I would do the joke. I'd be like, I'm an atheist. And then my grandpa would be like, what did Sean say? What did he say? And my uncle would be like, he said he's an atheist and he fucking hates you. He was like, he said when you die, there's nothing.
Maybe he was an atheist when he was young and he like understood.
Well, you know, I got to respect my grandfather, Jared, because I think he knew deep down that I was an atheist, and he never shamed me for it. Never did. He never made me feel bad about it. But I faked the prayer a lot. You know what I mean?
What if he just thought you were gay, and then he's like, "Oh, thank God, he's just an atheist."
Oh no! Well, funny enough, I don't want to get too specific with my family history, but I have 2 gay uncles, and I think that's what matured him out of. I think he'll be okay with. If it was both, that's doozy.
Yeah.
If my grandpa, my voice just cried. Let's give up. Call it a day. It's over. If I was an atheist and gay, it would be another story. But anyway, he died and he bequeathed me a sum of money.
Nice.
And I spent most of that on the studio you're looking at now. Let's do a little tour of the studio. This is the studio. It's on. Hey, I'm not gonna get into this. As opposed to the other shows that you may watch, you know, as opposed to other shows that you may watch, like compare it. I'm not Bert fucking Kreischer. I don't have $1 million to spend on the studio. You know,
it's a good studio though.
For like how big I am as a comic, this is a pretty good studio.
Yeah, this is actually green screen. I just decided to go with white.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can Josh, change that to something else. Change it to a beach.
Done.
Wow. See, and if you don't see a beach, then stop fucking listening. Get out of. Don't. Or if you're just, I guess if you're just listening, you wouldn't see a beach because it's just audio. But anyway, I have some opening remarks. I have some notes. I want to semi-scripted. I have some topics and stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, my first announcement. I am quitting comedy. This is a personal finance advice show. I think I mentioned that last time, Josh. This is a show. I'm done with stand-up. I'm done trying to make people laugh. It's not who I am.
Now you got to crush them.
Now I'm going to help you build wealth. That's ultimately the point of this show. You'll see right here, I have a little ticker here, and every week I will be changing and doing a different stock. Or maybe it's Palantir the whole time. We don't know. We'll figure it out. But last time, I know it's down today. Last time,
I was gonna say
last time we recorded, it was up 8%. That was last Monday. But anyway, this is a stock of the week, Palantir. We'll do like stock of the week, and if you comment, you know,
what did they do again?
Palantir, they are a company, and they're a very ethical company. They work with our government on border management. That's what they call it. Border management, immigration management. They manage immigration. They manage the bodies you see floating in the Rio Grande. Yes, that's Palantir.
Oh, they float. They pick them up.
You could say they pick them up. Did
you find out? I think I asked you this last time. Are they the ones that made the barrels in the Rio Grande River?
What are the? Oh no, that's not Palantir. Those guys are fucked up. Those guys are fucked up. Palantir is ethical. Palantir is a company that focuses on spying on you without your consent.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, in general, my principle is the more evil the company, the more money you can make off of an investment in that company.
Are they the ones chipping kids? Like they put a RFID chip in them?
They might. They might very well have put chips in kids. I'm also an investor in Frito-Lay, which also puts chips in kids. I'm all about chips and I'm all about kids. I'm all about semiconductors. We're gonna do a lot. It's
corn flavored products.
We're gonna do corn. Let's just set corn flavored products, corn syrup in products. Globalism. That's the topics. I'm kind of all over the place. But the point is, this show is going to be different, and this is a show. I want to just first define the show, what the show is not, because I think it's very important to define. That's how you define a brand, is what is it not, and this show will not be road stories. Okay. If you listen to the Thoughtless Experiment, which is my other show that I used to co-host, there were a lot of road stories told. On the Thoughtless
is that why you left the Thoughtless Experiment?
Put it on the record. If you're a longtime fan and you want to really know what happened between me and Tony, it was the road stories. I would wake up every day, we would record, and I would be so unexcited to hear another road. No, I'm kidding. It was. Well,
I still get to go to Dad's house and listen to the road stories. That's the way it feels. Like I got divorced with two cool parents. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, so you get to hear the road stories, and look, you can go to any number of comedy podcasts and you can listen to road stories. There will be no road stories told on this show
until episode 3.
Until about 20 minutes from now, when I run out of shit to say, then I will be talking about my time on the road as a stand-up comedian. But no, if you seek another show if you'd like to hear stories about how crazy it is to be on the road as a stand-up comedian. There will be no discussion of the UFC or the MMA. That's pretty self-explanatory. Except for Jake Paul. I'm a huge fan of Jake Paul. I love what Jake Paul does.
He won.
He won.
Yeah, Saturday he won against Nate Diaz.
Is he MMA or UFC?
He's boxing.
He's boxing.
Yeah.
Okay, add that to the list. UFC, MMA, boxing. No boxing.
You said Jake Paul.
I like him as an influencer. I don't really like him as a. What are my thoughts on Jake Paul? I mean, I kind of want to start beef with him. I feel like if he knows who I am, that's good. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do I start? Oh yeah, I don't want to do fake beef either, because I feel like a lot of comedy is turning into like hip hop these days, where it's just guys that do fake beef. Yeah. For clicks.
Well, what you could do, that way you get Logan Paul into it, you could fuck their mom.
What is it?
Have sex with their mom.
What's their mom's name?
I have no idea, but if you find out who their mom is, hit on her, get with her, marry her, divorce her, and now you have all the,
I mean, I have psychological leverage over them.
Yes.
I think I'm their age. So that'd be pretty cool to like show up as than them. Yeah, I think they are. They're younger than me, which is crazy. I'm about to be 27, man.
And you could tell them like I come where you came from.
I came in your home. Your first home. I jizz on your home. Anyway.
And that's financial advice.
That's my first piece of financial advice, which is, people are like, this is not financial advice. This is financial. You can sue me. If you take advice, like if you buy Palantir and you lose money, you can sue me. Just know that you will lose. You'll lose. You'll lose. You see this nose? You're going to lose. I'm not actually. I'm actually full Jewish. I love the Jewish people. I think my mom cheated with a Jewish guy. I really do.
Do you not look like your dad at all?
No.
You look like your mom?
Well, my dad, I don't know where my nose came from, bro. Look at this nose. It's a recessive trait. Both my parents have German noses.
Oh,
wow. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm an alien. You know? I think aliens are real.
Were your parents swingers at any point?
You know what's funny is like, I feel like I really don't know a lot about my parents' 20s. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that's something I never did, that never really comes up. At least when, like, in my childhood, I was like, so Dad, like, what were your 20s like? So Mom, what were your 20s like? You know what I mean?
No, I remember my parents' 20s because I was there. I was there with them growing up.
My mom had me when she was 39.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that shit? That means I was not ectopic. They call it a pregnancy, a
late term, late.
It's a very negative word.
Oh,
it's senile pregnancy. It's
yeah.
like a fucking, I forget the word, but I do blame my mom for how it came out. I think if my mom had me 10 years earlier, I would be like a normal person.
Yeah.
So you can thank my mom for this show. This is all her.
Well, you're not
and
short.
Again, yeah, it's true.
And you have hair.
I'm deformed inside though.
Oh, that's just your child rearing. That's what happened.
That's the nurture.
Yeah.
That's like my childhood.
Yeah.
I think it's SpongeBob. I literally I've spent so little time around other human beings. It's actually crazy. Which I think informs a lot of my really good takes about society and culture. So,
oh, you're like Cable Guy. They just put you in front of a TV.
Yeah. I'm ready to be a puppet. Which brings me to my next thing that this podcast is not. There will be no promo ever. I will never take a sponsor. I will never. Obviously, I have the Patreon, and I want to do like stuff with pay like extra episodes. Like if you guys want to pay for extra shit, that's great. I will never ever do a sponsor because it's great. Like so many shows have sponsors these days, and when you take money from people, you are compromising the show. You know what I mean?
What if the sponsor just wants like their product on camera?
Not even. I'm telling you right now, I will have absolutely no sponsors on this show.
And you have a stock right next to you as
well. No, but this is all right. Show's over. No, but I was actually going to say no sponsors on the show. But I also just wanted to say entirely separately, I am a huge fan of Manscaped. This is not a sponsorship. I am a huge fan of Manscaped. And they've totally upped the game. They've upped my hair game. And so I just want to say shout out to Manscaped.
Are you just like a regular manscaper, or do you like manscape everywhere?
I mean, I have hair plugs everywhere. Was born bald. This is all Manscaped. This is hair plugs. It's a line of product they haven't even come out with yet.
Oh, I thought Manscaped was like a shaver.
They do hair plugs too. Yeah. There's a whole line of man garden. They call it a man garden by Manscaped. And then maybe notes aren't good, but we're experimenting. And the last thing that this podcast will not be, and we can get into it, I will never react to a TikTok. I think there are so many. There's the comedy podcasting industry is a cultural wasteland where every fucking show, all these shows, all they do is they don't put any thought into the fucking notes. They don't have any topics. They have a list of like the most viral TikToks of that week, and all they do is react to it.
But it works.
It works, but it's not entertaining. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is entertaining. It is, but like,
well, who are you trying to entertain? People or the algorithm?
I want to entertain people. I want to reach people's souls with this show, and I feel like pulling up heartwarming videos of cats and be like, "Oh my god, that cat is so cute! Oh my god, that cat is so cute! Oh my god, look at it!" It's just.
Okay, what if the TikTok video was reposted on Instagram and we go to Instagram and watch it?
We can do that.
Okay.
And honestly, I'll probably react to TikToks at some point at this show. But I'm going to try to I'm going to try as long as I can to not be a sellout asshole. And hopefully that's 4 or 5 episodes before I get to the point where this kind of, I want to be as far away from a derivative podcast as possible. That's really, and you know, this is all boring and shit. So I should just get to entertaining you guys.
Derivatives are good though.
Derivatives are good. Buy derivatives on Palantir. That's another piece of advice. But no, is it still down? I should.
Yeah, negative.
It's down 1%. Honestly, this would be a good day to buy.
Negative 1.15.
But also, by the time they see this, it'll be like the following day when it's published.
Yeah.
So who knows? I guess Palantir might be up. It might be too late. And you know what? It's your problem for not buying.
My stocks went down 12% this morning.
Really?
Yeah, but now they're back up half that. There.
And that's the other thing. Josh and I we're shareholders in companies. If that's something that you can't get behind, then leave. Please, like if you're a communist, leave. If you're a socialist, leave. If you're a conservative, leave. This is a show for radical Islamic libertarians.
Well, I buy whatever BlackRock buys.
Right.
That's what I do.
I used to work at a BlackRock competitor. I basically worked for George Soros.
Okay.
And I'm pro Soros. A lot of
what's that, Vanguard?
George Soros shorted the
London.
He shorted the pound.
Yeah.
And then like made a bunch of money, and people said he is evil.
Yeah, he stole from
trying to like control. It was a free market transaction where George Soros made a windfall, and people are haters. Honestly, I think a lot of people that don't like George Soros are haters. And
well, that's actually not what they're calling him lately. if you hate on George Soros, you're called something.
You're called anti-Semitic, which you fucking are. I think that's my opening remarks. So ready to get into the show?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks for listening. If you've seen me do comedy, thanks for listening. You know, I want the show to be interactive, so leave a fucking comment, and yeah, let's get that bullshit out of the way. Let's do the fucking show. So I want to start with the Trump indictment. I don't know if you've been following this, Josh. I think the Trump indictment is, well, let me first say this about the Trump indictment. It's very funny to watch people cry over the fact that like they think that a political opposition is being imprisoned, and they're like, everyone's like, oh my God, this would only happen in a banana republic. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, like Joe Rogan even was like, oh my God, like, you know, Joe Rogan was like, there's definitely a non-zero amount of fraud in the 2020 election. And I'm like, well, Joe, there's a non-zero amount of anabolic steroids in your bloodstream. Okay. and secondly, whether you're weeping because a political opposition is being held in prison and you think, oh, we're going towards a banana republic, or you think that Trump is evil and that this is a fair election and that you're weeping because Trump almost took the country over. You know, in both cases, you're an idiot. You're truly an idiot, because this country has never been a democracy. It's been since July 1776, America has been a country where lawyers and the wealthy have brokered power behind closed doors. That's what this fucking country is. I would know, okay? I grew up in the Silicon Valley. You know, my dad is George Soros. My father is in the elite, in the Illuminati. I'm the son of a guy that's in the Illuminati. And so I would know. And it's just, I don't know. Do you vote, Josh?
I have before in the past. I don't do it all the time.
Right.
But, yeah, I've never voted for president. I've only voted in the primary?
In the local?
No.
Oh, you voted in the federal primaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my people didn't get in, so I'm like, well, I'm not voting now.
Who's your people?
I voted
George Santos.
I've voted Libertarian before.
You actually have? Okay.
And I voted Democrat before. I've never voted Republican.
Yeah.
I mean, if the right person I felt was in place, I'd vote. I don't vote on party lines.
Right. I mean, yeah. And I mean, I think I've never, I mean, and I've thought about this too. It's like, as a white man, that totally impacts I think it totally affects my distaste and my lack of care to vote. I think it's definitely like my privilege, my status, and my race give me the freedom to not vote. Like, not voting is a luxury. I think not voting, I don't have to vote because none of my rights or privileges are being threatened by the government. If I was a woman, I would probably vote, for abortion and all that.
Yeah.
If I was a minority, I'd probably vote because of maybe immigration, maybe my parents were immigrants, I'd have a connection in that way. If I was, I don't know.
Minorities don't vote.
Do they not?
No, we don't vote.
Really?
Yeah, for the most part, we don't vote.
Why not?
Is
it not a race thing?
I got work, or I'm watching the game, or I gotta go eat. Just something, or I get there and the line's too long, or I forgot my ID, or with the kids, I'm gonna take a nap. Can I do this online? If I can do this online, I'll do it.
I don't. It's crazy that voting hasn't become an online thing. What we really need? We need cryptocurrency voting.
Oh, where there's a ledger.
There's a. That's like an application where I could actually see crypto working out, is a decentralized ledger.
They'll never let that happen.
But that would actually be what they don't want is transparent elections.
Correct.
I don't know. And people are always like, everyone online is screaming. They're like, "Oh my God, was the election fraudulent? Was it not? Are aliens real?" I have the answer, Josh. You want to know what the answer is? Get off your phone. Table 6 needs more syrup. That's the answer. You don't need you don't need to be concerned. Either way, if the election was fraudulent, okay, it was fraudulent. If it was fair, okay, it was fair. Does it change your life? No. What do you like?
Depends what state you live in.
I feel like it doesn't matter what state. It's like the outcome.
If you live in Texas, you have dual citizenship.
With what? Texas.
Texas is another citizenship.
Texas. If they secede,
they wouldn't secede on paper.
Yeah,
but Texas can very easily be like, I'm just not going to do what the fuck you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been doing.
Weren't you talking about yesterday how who's the governor? Abbott.
Yeah.
Wasn't Greg Abbott trying to reduce federal powers over Texas and create
he's trying to create
re-centralize power in the actual state of Texas?
Yeah, he brought back like $40 billion worth of gold, repatriated. I think
repatriated it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he.
Well, that's an ironic thing to call it. It's because it's
right?
I'm repatriating away from the federal government.
And then they're trying to make a law against CBDCs,
right?
Or to tax Bitcoin. They're trying to tax it 30-40% if you sell it, and so they're trying to make laws where they don't do that. I don't know how they would do that, but.
And for the people that don't know, we're going to talk a lot about CBDCs on this podcast. And if you don't know what it is, it's a central bank digital crack pipe.
Yes.
And basically, you smoke this crack given to you by the central bank, and you get happy.
I think
is that an accurate saying?
Well, I think we're all gonna get it'll eventually be a what's it called, where you just a monthly, not stipend, but what was
a UBI?
Yeah, we all get UTIs.
I got that covered, Josh. I'm already good. I've been pissing a lot. I've been actually really. I thought I had prostate cancer because I have so much coffee that I literally pissed. I piss probably 30 times a day.
If you were pissing and the piss wasn't coming out right, then you might have prostate problems.
What do you mean by not coming out right?
Like if it's not like a stream and it's just going, and it's just kind of dripping
like incontinence.
Out. Yeah, and it's just like you're trying to pee more. The prostate gets tight around that urethra.
I'll be right back. Dude, wait, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it comes out in one stream.
Well, then you're good.
Okay. Also, we are, against cancer survivors on the show.
Jesus.
That's a position. If you've survived. All right. We're having fun. Wow, would you look at that? What a show. What a fucking show. If you're on the road, I hope that there's no, you know what, I wish everyone that listens to this on the road, I hope that you are not being impeded by a truck right now. I really hope that you are not on your commute to work. If you listen to this on your commute to work, I hope that it's a fucking Amazon Prime truck is not stopping you. And this is a road story, so I can't actually talk about it. Oh. So we'll move on. Anyway, we got elections being stolen. Oh, I told her I missed this. I missed this fucking part of the. I feel like, okay. I think we need a recession. I really, really think we need a recession.
So does Jerome Powell.
Jerome Powell is going to create the recession.
Yes.
And if you don't, I feel like I don't want to go too deep with the characters. I guess Jerome Powell, for those, do we have to explain who Jerome Powell is?
Head of the Federal Reserve.
Head of the Federal Reserve. Yeah. But then, like, people don't even know what the fucking Federal Reserve is.
That's
you know what pissed me off, Josh? Is everyone always, whenever I love talking about the economy, I love talking about stocks. Obviously, it's fun. I'm autistic. Of course, I love Rick and Morty. Every guy that looks like me. We love Rick and Morty. Mm-hmm. We love Breaking Bad. We love the stock market, and we have porn addictions. And we're very rich, either by birthright or by a great job. In my case, birthright.
Hence the porn addiction.
Hence the porn, and we're all single. Why did I bring that up? Because, oh yeah, I don't know if you experienced this, Josh. Whenever I talk about the economy or like, I'm like, oh my God, like, have you seen inflation? If you say even the question, dude, inflation's crazy, people will be like, shut the fuck up, nerd. Yeah. Shut up. Oh my God, you're such a loser, bro. Why are you talking about inflation? Kim Kardashian like got a boob job. Why do you care about inflation? And then what they do, and then a recession happens, and then all of a sudden everyone cares about the economy. All of a sudden everyone's an expert on inflation. It's like, no, you can't not care and then suddenly care when it affects you.
Yeah, you can. Everybody does that.
Well, you can, but it's not. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
It's being reactionary instead of like looking ahead and seeing what's going to happen.
I want to be more reactionary. I want to be less forward. I think I'm not reactionary enough. You know, like I think Jake Paul is a pussy. Send it to Jake Paul. He's a pussy.
And then you're gonna have sex with his mom.
And I'm gonna fuck his mom. I'm gonna fuck Jake Paul's mom, and tell that to him. Is he the one that fights, or is it Logan?
Jake Paul. Well, they both fight, but Jake Paul's the better boxer.
Jake Paul's the better boxer. Okay. Well, I challenge Jake Paul to a fight. The offer expires never. I'll do it anywhere at any time. So Jake Paul, if you ever see this or hear this, let me know. I'm willing to throw hands.
And how tall are you and how much do you weigh?
I'm 6'3". I weigh 43 pounds. I'm as light as a bird.
But you got like a 76-inch reach.
I have 76 inches cock, and and I know Jake Paul. You may think you could beat me up, but based on cut to my arm. You see that? What's up, Jake? Bitch. All right, that's my fake. That should be a good segment. How about fake beef of the week?
I thought you said we weren't doing beef.
I lied.
Oh, okay.
Every week I will start fake beef with a new person until I get real beef, and then we'll take it from there.
Ooh. Can I do beef too?
Yeah.
Klaus Schwab.
Klaus Schwab?
Yeah.
Who's Klaus Schwab?
He's from the World Economic Forum. He's the one that says...
I love Klaus.
The one that says, you will own nothing and be happy.
The Swedish...
Yeah.
Hey, let's be real, Josh. We both want to be Klaus Schwab.
No, I don't want to be him.
He's a countryless libertarian, is he not?
He's not a libertarian. He's a globalist.
I'm a globalist.
Oh.
This is Josh, by the way, you have to be a globalist if you want to produce the show.
I am a level 1 civilization... I support that, but I'm not.
You mean like aliens and shit?
No. Where we become, it is a one world government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not centralized. It's decentralized.
That's a great. I've actually been. I think we talked about this on the first attempts of this show. When you think about like, John Lennon said, "Imagine there's no countries," and like you just brought it up. It's like either you have like, let's really think about it. 0 countries or 1 country for the whole human race. I think it's impossible. If you have 0 countries, I think what we should really start with is, what is your definition of a country, right? What is a country constitute? And to me, a country is well, I guess historically speaking, is a military that the military which monopolizes force over a geography in the past. But with technology and stuff, maybe the country is no longer based on your geography. But the thing is, the monopoly of force in another way, like a police force, right? Like we have the law in America. That's one of the main functions of a country. So if you think about, okay, if that's the definition of a country, if we have no countries, then there's no monopoly on force, which means that there's chaos.
You can still have countries like, I mean, not that it's not in chaos. Europe is definitely in chaos, but you have the European Union, right, which is the whole continent. And that's like having a North American Union, and it's Canada, the United States, and Mexico, which in a way I understand how that makes sense, the whole continent working together. You know what I mean? It's just, it becomes harder when you have countries that have been, you know, for thousands of years or hundreds of years fighting with each other. That's where it becomes harder.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think there'll still be countries. What I mean by that is that if there's no centralized power, meaning there's no centralized ledger for banking, so you can't print forever and have endless wars. So it's not necessarily, I tell you, you can't do this because my military is bigger. It's just you can't do it because you can't afford it, because we can see on this ledger. So you can do it, but your country's going to be poor as shit.
Right.
And what's scary, what might happen, because we still have the best military, is instead of doing all this stuff for free, we're going to charge people like, yeah, we'll protect you, but you're going to pay us a lot.
I mean, I think, you know, when I look at EU and NATO, to me, those are just fictions. It's a fiction. It's the United States. It's an allyship. It's an alliance of convenience, you know, much like, you know, Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
Well,
you know,
what was the Navy's slogan before? That came out in the 2000s, late 2000s, I believe. Navy.
The Navy slogan?
Global force for good.
That's what the Navy slogan was?
A global force for good.
And now what is it?
It still might be that. Let me check.
A global force for good? What was the CIA's slogan? Coup Brazil again? Oh, yeah. Just go to Chrome.
Where is it?
It's in the middle there.
Oh, I see it.
But I mean, no, I think you make some good points. I think, like, you know, I think we'll start to see more countries too, to be honest with you. Like as let's see what it says here. America's Navy, a global force for good. However, the campaign was often criticized and ultimately gave way to the more direct America's Navy in December.
So this is 2015.
Interesting. Well, dude, that's just like Google, you know, Google's slogan was "Don't be evil."
Yeah.
What a fucking stupid slogan for a company.
Scary as shit.
Don't be evil. That, like, what if this podcast was, the slogan was "Don't be evil"? You know, your first question will be like, well, what do you mean by that?
I like how the look looks all. I feel like they're gonna play dun 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 on this picture that has airplanes and it has the ships and everything.
Oh, what does this photo say? Sometimes we rush in after the storm. Sometimes we are the storm. Wow. And sometimes we blow up our own buildings to finance wars in other countries. Yeah. This dude, no, that's not that was the CIA, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, man, I just think oh yeah. That all that is to say, I think that we need a good recession because our country is out of ideas. We are out of ideas in Hollywood. Hollywood's out of ideas. Have you seen the iPhone 15? The fucking iPhone 15 is the same as the iPhone 14. We're phoning it in. Every comedy podcast is the same.
But AI is going to help that. Now it's going to become more efficient
at making bullshit.
But the only problem is, what do we do with all the humans?
Get them together, put them on a ship to my island, and we'll start a new country.
All those are very problematic things.
Called
Putting
Sean's
people on a ship and then to an island. I don't know about that.
Called Sean Epstein's Island. No, I'm kidding. I don't know, man. I just think we need a good. It's almost like a cleansing. Like we need to drain the real swamp. The real swamp is big tech, big Hollywood. There are no choices anymore. Literally.
Did it drain the swamp last time though?
Oh, in 08?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we got some good stuff out of 08.
But
the bailout sucked, but
look where we're at now. No, it's gonna be worse. It's not bailouts, it's bail-ins.
Right.
Which means anything above 250,000 in people's bank accounts, your 401ks, guess what? They're gonna take that shit.
I mean, honestly, I kind of want them to. I kind of want to see. I want to see. I don't know. You know what I really want? I just want Marvel to die. I will take, if there's, this is how serious I am about this, Josh. If there's breadlines, people on fentanyl, if I get shot, I don't care. If Marvel dies, I'm happy.
Marvel will only become stronger.
In a recession?
Yes, because what do people want to do? They want to go to something that makes them numb, and they don't got to think, and they can pretend they're superheroes. And the comics they read when they were kids are now there. I mean, because I'm going to be there with them. I'm going to be watching that show. All of it.
No, Josh.
I mean, not all of it. I didn't watch Blue Beetle.
Dude, I wrote this down. You want to know how many Marvel projects there are in the pipeline right now?
18?
It's probably around 18. Let me read some. Let me read. I put it in my phone. Check this shit out, dude. Here's like active Marvel projects that are in development in the pipeline. Secret Invasion. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Secret Invasion. Loki season 2. This is a TV movie.
I can't wait till Loki season 2.
The Marvels.
Uh-huh.
X-Men 97. Have you heard of that?
No.
What If? That's season 2. Echo. Ironheart.
Wait, What If is coming back? The cartoon?
What?
What If is a cartoon?
Yeah, What If, I think.
Oh, yeah. I see. Here's the thing, though. This is the part. I watch What If with my kids,
uh-huh,
and I watch Loki with my wife. It's something that I can watch with my family. It has full violence, but it's okay.
and then you jack off to Iron Man alone.
Sometimes. Or Loki.
Or Loki again.
Who's bisexual.
In the film?
In
the actual, I don't agree with that.
Pick a side.
More like low bi. I'm really funny. That's only in 2023. All the stuff I just listed is only 2023. Captain America: Brave New World, Deadpool 3, Thunderbolts
with Wolverine,
Spider-Man freshman year. How many fucking Spider-Mans do we need?
He's their favorite.
It's Fantastic Four. How many? Didn't Fantastic Four already come out? It's a remake of a fucking remake. You can't tell me that's a good fucking movie.
Because Fantastic Four sucks. All the Hulk ones have sucked. So it's like, some of them, not all of them are good. Spider-Man always hits. You can remake it again and again and again. It's like Batman. Spider-Man and Batman to DC is Spider-Man to Marvel.
Well, and I think what it really comes down to is the American public has gotten so fucking stupid and numb, and they just eat this shit up that they don't even realize what they're missing. They don't even realize that they could be watching movies about taxi drivers. What do you want to watch more? Do you want to watch 5 movies about a man who swings from buildings and saves the day? Or do you want to watch 20 movies about a taxi guy, a guy that drives a taxi and goes to diners?
It has to be grandioso. It has to be big.
And he goes to diners, he has one-night stands and smokes cigarettes. That's a movie that I would watch every day. You know?
This is where America's mind is, right? Go to Pornhub. Look on there how the porn has changed. It's much more violent. It's much more.
I don't know what kind of porn you're watching.
If you
Dude,
go,
what if you're just like, go to Pornhub? What? It's gotten younger and younger and younger.
No. It's gotten much more violent, right? And faster and quicker versus the porn like in 2005. There was scenes. It was long scenes of horrible acting before they actually got to the sex.
Now it's the TikTokification.
And now it's like I broke into your house and I'm just like, whoa, what?
I mean, mine's pretty wholesome. Mine is like, you know.
No, but you got to go to popular, like by country.
Oh.
So it's not your algorithm. It's the country's algorithm.
Well, we're on YouTube, but it would be funny to see like in Europe.
Germany.
I bet. Oh God, I don't even want to know what. I won't. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, I would be curious to see what the Japanese are into. Oh, also, we are anti nukes on this show. I can't believe I put out a little poll on my Instagram after Oppenheimer came out, and it was like I posed a question. I was like, "Did nuking Hiroshima and Nagasaki save lives?" I put a poll out, and like 30 people answered. 10 of the people said that nuking Hiroshima and Nagasaki saved lives. And to me, dude, you know, it didn't. We should have nuked a third city.
Jeez.
We should have nuked 5 cities. You know, that's my opinion. It didn't save lives because we didn't nuke enough to Japanese cities.
Technically, they didn't have to nuke any cities. They could have just dropped a nuke right in front of the cities.
No.
In
That's
the
not
water,
cool.
and then people would have been like, "Yeah, we're good. We're not gonna."
Josh, you don't. But then the sushi, we would have no sushi.
The sushi's already messed up. What are you talking about? All that stuff leaking right now in there from the
But
reactor.
back then, if they nuked Japan, all the fish would have died. It would have been bad for the sushi market, and that would have been bad.
People weren't eating sushi in the 40s in America.
Jamie, look that up. Fact check, Josh. I should have. If I had unlimited money,
You know what?
I'd have
where you lived. Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
But Texas, there's nobody eating sushi.
Well, there's no sushi in Texas now. That is the one downside of Austin is the sushi here is fucking trash. There's no good seafood.
I got spoiled when I went to California.
Ugh. I was just in San Diego. The weather was great. The people are so much nicer there. It's so much better. Also, we're an anti-Austin show. I'm an anti-Austin guy now. I'm really an anti. You know, people are a humanist. I'm an anti-humanist. I hate everyone equally, including myself. And that is to say, I hate everyone a little bit, not a lot.
What somebody was trying to tell me that humanism is just Satanism disguised.
Really?
It's like
who told you that? Joel Osteen?
Do what thou wilt.
Do what thou wilt.
That's basically, it's like you create your own morals.
Right.
So if I create my own morals, then it's like I can choose what morality is.
Oh,
so
and you're spitting in God's face. Because how dare you create morality as a human?
And so the new one that I've seen is like, so that's what I was having a conversation with a family member. That's what they were saying.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one was where it's like, we're God, where God is all of us. And it's just like God experiencing himself. And I think, what's his name? He's the comedian, Bill Hicks was somebody who was saying that as well.
Oh, like we're all God.
Yeah, we're all God experiencing life in different,
Dude, actually, it's funny you bring that up. So I see a lot of Facebook posts that are like that. Like I saw this Facebook post. It was like, and this is a bit, by the way. I shouldn't have said that. I'm trying to be meta, whatever. I saw this Facebook post. It was like, everything on Facebook now, because it's all boomers.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know? Like, boomers are getting ready to die. And here's how I know. It's because every post on Facebook, it's all boomers now. Every post is this spiritual shit. It's all like one of them was like, you are the universe experiencing itself. And then it was like this blue energy, dude.
Yeah.
And all these like symbols that fucking mean nothing. Like little swirls and like rays and all this like fake math.
Yeah.
Boomers love a good post where it's a blue energy guy and a bunch of fake math.
Yeah, they believe in numerology.
And these assholes hate math. Hey, if you like share these posts where it's like, oh, you are the universe experiencing itself, and then there's all this calculus, and you share that, fuck you. You hate calculus.
Well, I can tell you some of your numerology. What's your date of birth if you don't, and you can bleep it out.
It's I'm trying to think of what information people could glean if I give out my birthday.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can say because August 31st.
Oh shit, mine's August 30th.
What?
Yeah, Virgo. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So
whoa, I had no idea. Wow.
So
how old are you turning? 22?
38. No, 22 was a rough year. I'm glad I'm turning 38. So I was doing highway construction. It fucking sucked. So you take, so that's 8 plus 1, that's 9 plus 3, that's, 8, 3, 1, so that's 11, 12, 19, what? What was the year?
19 bitches in my Jeep. Is that what numerology?
1994?
96.
96. So add that up. So 10, 19, 25. So 25 plus 12, 37.
Okay.
30 plus 7 is 10. You have a life path of 10. Let's see what that means.
9 plus 11 is 20.
Yeah, so
20. That was a 9/11 joke.
Oh. I'll tell you another one about 9/11.
So my life path is 10.
Yeah.
This will be fun. So what? So you just type in life path 10, and can anyone do this, Josh? Yes. Okay. This is exciting. And by the way, I believe in all of this stuff. I actually,
if
so
it's
this
good.
is serious. Fingers crossed. No, if it's bad, I'll own it either way.
Right.
I'll own it either way. Because this is not astrology.
No,
this is numerology. Okay. So a life path of 10. Can you click on the website?
This one?
Yep. Well, whatever one is the definitive one, I guess.
I have no idea.
I want to see life path 10 on different websites to see if it's totally different. That'd be kind of funny.
Some of them are different. Some of them go to the negative side.
I saw my life path on 4chan, and it just said I loved hentai. Life path 10 according to your numerology. The first thing to know about life path number 10 is that number 10 is actually life path number 1. It is often called 10 when it's not been reduced down. Okay, good start. That makes sense. Reduced down.
Yeah.
Were we dividing by 10? Or are we subtracting 9? We don't know.
I guess you got to add the 1 and the 0 and it becomes 1.
Right. There's lots of different ways to add numbers together.
Yeah.
It's important to not confuse your life numbers with your opiate addiction. Oh, no, sorry. Your angel numbers.
Yes.
A lot of people I think that are into numerology are addicted to opiates. They live in Arkansas. They're Christian. Like, there's so many Christians that love things that are like satanic. Like, I bet you a lot of people think life path is satanic. It's a claim on spirituality that's not biblical. That is Satanism, right?
It could be. I don't know.
I'm a Libra.
Oh yeah.
But my son plays with Pokemon cards. That's Satan. It's like, you fucking retard. I also don't like liberals. Okay. This is not looking good. So my life path number is 10. It is told, it's important to not confuse your life numbers with angel numbers. While path numbers are calculated according to your birth date, angel numbers are repetitive sequences that occur to us many times. Oh, I've heard of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you see like, oh, it's 11:11. I look at the clock all the time. It's 11:11. That means my boyfriend's gonna beat me up today.
Oh man, this one guy had this great joke. No, he was doing it at the mic, and at sunset, and nobody was listening. I couldn't stop laughing. He goes, "It's so easy to get laid now because all these witches. All you got to do is call them at 3:33, and they think it's part of nature."
That's fucking great.
And then it'll be like, "I was just thinking about you. I don't know what happened. I got to call you."
Yeah, that's so fucking funny, dude. If 666 is repeatedly seen in your life, you can find the meaning of it by having a look at the meaning of the 666 angel number. Okay, that's not an angel number to me. Let's learn more.
We didn't say what type of angel. You know what I mean?
Oh, it could be a fallen angel.
That's why in the dollar when it says, "In God we trust." What God are you talking about?
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm George Soros.
There you go.
Okay, can you keep scrolling down? So I'm really, my life path number is 1. We can go. We already did all this. We already added up all the shit. Blah blah blah. What makes the life path number unique? The life path number 10 is the number of creation. I am a Christ figure. That does make sense. Mm-hmm. It is known to be the source of energy and a beginning, which you can see through the strength and personality traits of number 10s, which are really number 1s.
Yeah,
if I'm following. These people make a great leader. Check. Have good friends for a long time. The average length of a relationship in my life is like 13 months. And then you leave my life and then you return as a stronger friend.
Oh,
that's how I mentally abuse people. Just FYI.
Oof.
We're coming up on month 13, Josh. Just kidding.
I believe it's a year and a half.
A year and a half.
18 months.
18 months. Have deep romantic relationships. No, it's true. True.
Okay.
Fleeting
deep.
and deep. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I get pegged. Like to do things in their own ways. Check.
Yeah.
And enjoy pursuing their life's purpose. Triple check. Wow. That's 50-50 is not bad for something that is a lie.
Yeah.
As a number 10 numerology number, you're the kind of person who values independence and has a lot of energy to contribute to the world. You're a natural leader. It's just repeating the website. The blog just wants to make more content. I mean, this stuff's crazy. You also are creative and dynamic and enjoy leading others to their deaths. I don't know about. Life path number 10s tend to be confident in their decision making. They move to the best of beat of their own drum and trust their intuition.
Yeah.
That is a good example of that is I was driving the other day and someone cut me off. And in my head, I was like, oh, they must be a certain race. So I won't say that.
Oh, okay.
And I looked in the car and it was the race. It was the race that I thought.
Yeah.
So that's me trusting my intuition.
Vietnamese.
Whoa. Italian.
Oh, okay.
Josh was an Italian guy.
Why,
Jesus.
did they have shells that they were throwing at you?
Yeah, this was in
Banana
Mario Kart.
peels.
No, it was in Mario Kart, so it was a Japanese guy. He was ahead of me. You should see how good they are at that game.
Did you know that all anime is not, people think it's white people, Japanese people are drawing? It's not. It's cats. If you put a cat's face over an anime face like that, and then you put the shape of their nose and everything, it's a cat.
Really?
Yeah. That's what the guy on Instagram said.
Is that why I'm attracted to cats?
Probably.
Cool. And by I mean cool cats, jazz cats.
Yeah.
I
I like when they put their tail up like that and you see their whole butthole.
All right, we're gonna have to cut that out. That's disgusting. I'm sorry for that, guys. Can't cat piss get you high? Can you get high on cat piss?
No, but cat shit can get, if you're pregnant or like babies, they can get real sick from whatever bacteria is in cat shit.
Shit is well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is Palantir still down? Yeah, fuck. I think the market's closed. All right, cut to the chase here. Can we scroll down? Let's see what we got here. I'm a go-getter. Is that the whole point of numerology number 10?
Yeah. Pretty much. Leader, go-getter.
You know what would be fun? Can we look up Adolf Hitler's numerology?
Okay.
I'm curious.
Why specifically him?
Well, I mean, obviously he was an evil guy, and I want to see if the numerology could have predicted his evilness. 11.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa. Wait.
No. 11 are the ones that like get their information from beings beyond is what they're like. That's they're blessed with knowledge from beyond.
So fucking stupid. Oh, you're an 11, so you're going to genocide a bunch of people. Well, this is actually crazy. I mean, maybe this confirms or didn't, what's it called? Invalidates numerology.
Yeah.
Like here, this is actually crazy. Famous individuals with the master number 11 as their life path number include Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, John McCain, Madonna, Adolf Hitler, Harry Houdini, and Michael Jordan.
Yep.
And what do all of those individuals have in common?
They're great at basketball.
They all aspired to have a career in the NBA, and only one of them did. Oh, it says there his life path number is 5. Who gives a shit? Anyway, send me your life path number.
See,
I'm
what's Hitler's birthday? We'll figure it out. It's 420 something.
Oh, okay. Because I do have some more topics I want to cover.
I meant like his birthday is 420. Like I just don't know the year. What is What's his number? So that's
What's it?
4.
I
6,
forgot he was born on 420.
7. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So 7.
15, 23, 32, 3 plus 2, 5. Yeah, he's a 5.
He's a 5. Okay, he's not 11. What? Okay. So he's a number 5. By the way, we won't be doing life path numbers every episode, guys. Yeah. This is just an exploration into spirituality. I'm not a spiritual person.
Hold on, read that person. This is what Hitler did. He focused.
Okay, Hitler's a life path number 5. Here's what life path number 5s do. They focus on cultivating a spontaneous existence full of adventure and exhilaration.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I guess that's what you could say he did. I mean, I guess you could describe his life that way. All right. Enough astrology bullshit.
Numerology.
Which is just pretty legit.
100%.
I want to talk about this, Josh. I want to talk about everyone who says that they're being censored by big tech. And, you know, I'm happy to hear your opinion too, but I do want to just kind of lay out my perspective here. People that say that big tech is censoring them, you're wrong. You know, like we live in a world, we live in America. We live in a capitalist society. There are multiple choices for your ability to communicate. These companies, they have no obligation to give you a platform. And what annoys me is Twitter, for example, now X, they market themselves as a town square. You might have heard this before. Twitter is a town square, which means everyone can go there and say their opinion.
Except Alex Jones.
Except Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
And it's this place where you should be able to go and voice your opinion. But the thing is, and this is partially the fault, this is where I think a lot of confusion happens, is X is not a town square. These companies are not town squares. It's just bullshit marketing. It's lies. It's a lie to say that X is a town square because they hold the power. Like an actual town square is public space that's funded by the people. Like a park is a real town square where you can go and say whatever you want. And as long as you're not hitting anyone, you're not going to get arrested, you know? And so these people are like, oh, well, Twitter's a town square. I should be able to say what I want in the town square, right? Wrong. Twitter is lying to you, and you're an idiot if you fall for their fucking bullshit marketing practices. So you don't have a right. You don't have a right. No one has a right to be a user on any platform. I believe that these companies should be able to indiscriminately ban you for any reason.
But what happens if, let's say, the company is not social media? The company is Soros, which is for the water, you know what I mean? Or in San Antonio it is. Or if it's the electric company, or if it's a cable company or internet company. You know what I mean?
Oh, or if like you want a cake and you're gay, like if you want a wedding cake,
exactly.
And you're gay.
Where does it stop?
Well, I mean, first of all, I don't even believe in gay marriage, so just kidding.
Well, there's social media platforms that are decentralized now that they can't kick you off.
The like Rumble, or no, not
Odyssey is decentralized.
Odyssey. So there's like the crypto option.
Well, they have a ledger of videos, but the thing sucks, you can't erase the video either. All you can do is hide it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're not uploading our podcast on. We're not uploading the show on there. This is crazy. That I've already that's some pretty awful shit on the show. I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously it's not black and white, but like I think there are so many people that they throw out this argument of like, oh, how dare you? Like I am being a lot of conservative politicians. They say I am being oppressed by big tech, which has been co-opted. They say big tech has been co-opted by the Democratic Party, and they are using these tech companies to silence conservative voices. And it's like, hey, if you want to go tell a trans person to kill themselves, you can go do it on Rumble. Go hang out with Nick Fuentes on Rumble and go hang out with a bunch of neo-Nazis on Rumble and go have fun there. Mm-hmm. You know? I get that that's not a good example because obviously a lot of conservatives say shit that's not that crazy and they get banned. But even that, I'm like, you can't like
Tucker Carlson went to X.
What?
Tucker Carlson went to X.
Tucker Carlson left Fox News and went to X.
Well, no, he got fired.
Oh, he got fired for being what? Too right or not right enough?
I don't know. Because they were told to fire him.
I love Tucker Carlson. America is doomed. Here's why. 87-year-olds. Attention 87-year-olds everywhere. I'm Tucker Carlson. Have you seen New York City? It's a shithole. New York City is communist. LA is communist. Attention 87-year-olds in Arkansas. LA is communist.
Well, it's not. It's also they can censor you through like if I go Andrew Tate. Now this whole video nobody's gonna watch it.
Fuck. There goes our organic reach, Josh. Damn it. I should have
at the 1 hour mark.
Andrea Tate. Oh yeah. Oh, and on the other hand, like the censorship is so bad. Like I think it's. I mean, and ultimately, I think the theme for this episode is that words don't mean anything anymore. What is a country? No one knows. What is censorship? The thing is, it's like big tech. The real problem is what is censorship? To me, censorship is when, well, in the context of what we're talking about, censorship of your speech, you only have a right to speech not being censored by from the government. These tech companies are not the government. And what ultimately you should really be angry about, and what I'm angry about, is the fact that we don't have enough media options and we have an oligopoly. Mm-hmm. We have Twitter, Facebook, Google, YouTube, which is owned by Google. All these fucking companies, they can easily ban you because they're so rich. Where like I feel like if we had sufficient competition, maybe Google, like for example, let's say Tucker Carlson says some crazy shit on YouTube. YouTube has no issue banning Tucker because they're fucking loaded and they're wealthy. They're bigger than most countries. They're bigger than fucking South Africa, right? By revenue. But if there was enough competition, maybe they wouldn't ban Tucker so easily because they need the money from his audience to sell ad space. That is a true system of competition. But
is the media really about the ad space, or is it a talking piece for a rich person?
I mean, that's what I hope this show is, ultimately.
And it's less about the censorship of individuals. I mean, it's partly that, but it's more about the censorship of information that we should know. Like, so you give one side of a story, but don't let us decide by giving us the other side of the story, because you already decided the narrative. And all the narratives match across every single news outlet, including YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then the way they do it, they mock you and they go, "Oh, you did your own research." So when I hear that, I'm like, "Oh, that's the same thing to tell me, oh, you drive your own car, you wipe your own ass, you cook your own food." Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm not an idiot.
I mean, no, me too, man. I mean, when for the vaccine, like
now you're banned.
And let's see, Andrew Tate, COVID
vaccine,
and then the N-word. Just kidding.
Did you get vaxxed?
Yeah, I got J&J.
That's the one that they took off the market.
No. That's actually the best one.
No, they took it off the market.
I'm not a scientist, but
and that wasn't even an mRNA vaccine on that one.
Well, that's why I got it. That's why I chose it. I mean, well, and here's when it, I actually was pretty skeptical about the vaccine for 6 months. I didn't get it. I did my own research, but then I thought about it. I was like, when I was a kid, I got vaccinated against all these other things. Poverty. HPV. Being a cool guy. Yeah. I actually got a vaccine that physically prevents me from being cool. It's very sad.
Yeah, you got Asperger's.
I got a vaccine and I got Asperger's. I literally got I got vaccinated, but it didn't give me autism. I already had it. I think a lot of people that say, "Oh, the vaccine gave me autism." Also, if the vaccine gives you autism, that's fucking awesome. That should be a feature of the vaccine. They should be advertising.
You're the first person to earn autism.
Guys, I got the vaccine for HPV, and then I became autistic, and look at me now. I run a successful show.
Yeah.
It's already super successful. You know, YMH wants to buy our show already.
I mean, it's doing better than 95% of the podcast. So, yeah.
I know. I mean, it really, I mean, you know, yeah. But anyway, I don't know. As far as big tech censorship goes, I mean, I like it. You're not, I still think you're not protected. The companies can ban you if they want to.
Can banks kick you out if they want to?
Yeah. I mean, if I own the bank and I don't like you.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, there's like, well, the balance is like, it's consumer, it's on the one hand, you have like, there's a lot of moving parts. On the one hand, you have like consumer protection and making sure that people have access to services and they're not being discriminated against. On the other hand, you know, you have, you know, my efforts to my globalist, my venture into globalism and wanting to control the population. That's also something you have to consider, Josh. Did you consider my globalist aspirations?
Yeah, we're both. I feel like I said, you're a globalist. I believe in level 1 civilization. I know that's splitting hairs. We just believe in it differently.
Yeah, that would have been a good name for the show, Splitting Hairs.
Oh yeah,
but it's too late. I already paid. I already spent $4 million on this art. I like the art. Matthew Malone did the art.
Who's being dragged off by a drone?
Oh, that's me.
What is the sign supposed to say?
The signs say that one right there. It's not showing up because the pixels aren't big enough. That sign, it says Shrek 5. We want Shrek 5. This one says I loved Barbenheimer. And this one says
for lease no humans, AI office space available. Yeah.
I put a lot of, I mean, well, I thought of the jokes, but like I thought the art came out really well.
Yeah.
You know? Shout out to Matthew Malone for doing the art.
So there's 7 windows. What does that mean?
Well, if you're life path number 7.
I'm life path number 7.
That means, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that means you're a big building. That means you love, Josh, you do love you love signing leases.
Yes, I do.
The one thing Josh and I have in common is we both love signing leases that
multiple leases
can't
at
afford.
The same time.
we love buying bad stocks and signing leases for things. Well, let me see. I had something else I want to talk about. Okay. Oh yeah, so another fun thing I want to do for the show, I want to do please call in. Please call me. Call us and I will give you advice on whatever you want. Call in. We're going to the number is 512-366-8177. Again, 512-366-8177. Call me, leave a voicemail,
send your feet pics.
Please send the feet. Those cost me money. If you text me a photo, if you text me 100 photos, you will actually bankrupt me. Please don't. I shouldn't have even told you that. On the service, but call me up, call me. And you know, I have a lot of experience dating, especially dating. Like I'm a really good date. I'm like again, like this show is not about comedy. This show is not funny. It's not going to be funny. It's about making you rich and getting you laid. That's what the show is. It's making you a high value male or female.
Ooh, there you go.
A high value
person,
individual.
There you go.
So give me a call. I just want to say that, yeah, give me a call. Please do it. I'll play the voicemail. Just so you know though, if you leave a voicemail, you will be played on the show. So just, if you want to leave it anonymous, make sure to let me know because, you know, I don't want to like dox you. And then, yeah, I just wanted to plug that. And I'll leave the phone number in the description of the video so you can call me. Don't text me, just call me. Just leave a voicemail. And I'll give you advice. Like I've had a lot of dating experience. Josh has kids. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
One time, I don't want to. We'll cut that out. I'm leaving that in. But we together, I think we can give you some very good advice on life. You know, I would say that in general, my just up top, my first piece of advice before you even call me, like preempt, like a lot people ask me all the time, is like, Sean, like, how did you get to where you are in life where you can afford to have a show? And I would say that, you know, number one is to wait until your grandfather dies. When your grandfather dies, then you can get into a studio, you know. Make sure you grow up rich. That would be my first piece of advice.
That's good advice.
You know, and as far as advice with women, like it's there's just so much. I don't even know where to start with.
I know where to start. So what I say to everybody is, of course, this is what I do. So you take it with a grain of salt, but get in as much debt as possible because it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Because our dollar's gonna be worthless, and have as many children as possible. Just keep
for the tax write-off.
Tax write-off, but also you're gonna need somebody to take care of you. And if you raise them right, they'll be independent people. And if you have enough of them, one of them is gonna care about you enough, and they'll support your cannabis habit.
Yeah, that's our next. Get your kids working young so they can buy you weed.
Both my kids have already started 2 companies.
Really?
Yeah. One's a stop motion company.
Oh shit!
And the other one, he made a lemonade with watermelon and lime in it, and it was really good.
Wow,
it was really good. And he already and it's organic because he gets the lemons from my parents. They have a orchard of lemon trees.
No way.
So he already has that. He just has to buy the watermelon.
And how do we get this on the blockchain?
Ooh, you might like this. I want to start a cryptocurrency called Soul Coin. And when you sell your soul to the currency, all you got to do is put in your name.
Okay.
You sell your soul, you get 1 coin, right? Each coin has can be divisible into like 1 million.
Uh-huh.
Right? And so you can, you know, trade with other people, but you just collect souls the whole time. And then when you get to heaven or hell, you can buy your way out.
I mean, I'll sell. I mean, how much does a soul go for?
Because I would say just do it for a penny or maybe 0.000001. But as more people sell souls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can do it to where maybe the best thing to do, find a rich investor.
Okay.
Pre-mine all the coins. Promise them they're going to get a bunch of souls.
Yeah.
And then I think you just take a percentage.
I mean, I think this is a great idea. Yep. I mean,
soul coin.
Maybe our listeners can sell their souls. I'll buy your soul. I'll buy your soul for $10. That's a good deal.
That's a lot of souls, though. I mean, you're trying to get as many souls as possible.
Okay, $1. I'm going down to nothing. But I like that idea. I want to talk about. Let's talk about the X. I do want that was. I know this was like a story from last week, but I do want the Twitter X.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, they're talking about. I think the X got taken down, and the X is like back up now, you know, and everyone was like, "Oh, sent the SFPD, like they're all they won't stop fentanyl, they won't stop people from selling fentanyl on the street, but when a company puts up a sign, they want to take the sign down. That's not right." And I don't know why I said it like that because I kind of agree. It is pretty crazy that like, did you see this? Like that, like the X, like Twitter, as part of the rebrand, Twitter put up a new sign, X, that's very bright. Oh, here's what I forgot. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think I don't know what it was, but they're saying it was doing Morse code and flashing, saying some message. I don't know what message it was saying, but that's whatever message it was saying through flashing is the reason they wanted it down.
You know what it was saying?
What?
I actually know what the X sign, the Morse code sign was saying for X. It was I love the kids that mine cobalt from me in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. No, dude, I just think, you know, it was funny. I would have loved to talk, like, you know, what was funny about it is all of these people that live across the street and the light was going into their apartments.
Yes.
And they're like bitching about it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You live in SF.
There it is. Well, I don't know. That'd be pretty.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you make what? You make $400,000 a fucking month. You can afford, if you can afford to live in this apartment that's getting flashed at,
Yeah.
close your fucking blinds. Buy some blackout curtains. It's not that hard.
Make calls, seizures, look away. The message is make calls, seizures, look away.
That's funny. Oh, Josh, I forgot about this. This is what I really want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That could have been it, too. Because if you're driving by, you don't know, you look up, and you're like, oh, and you have a seizure.
Well, I mean, everyone in San Francisco is constantly having seizures.
Oh, because of the fentanyl, but.
The fentanyl, or no. I mean, the CEOs are having seizures of all the money they make.
Oh.
I just, dude, you know, here's what I want to. I feel very like slighted. I feel offended because I hate and back me up, Josh. Maybe you can, I don't know, agree with me on this. Wouldn't you like? I hate, like, I've always my whole life I've always hated things before they're widely hated. I've like, even when we started our show, our old podcast, I shit on Marvel before everyone shit on Marvel. Everyone's shitting on Marvel these days. I'm like, you guys don't have any original thoughts. I hated Marvel when everyone loved Marvel because I knew it was fucking dog shit.
I thought you believed that most people are NPCs.
I do.
Okay, well then what do you expect from them?
That's a good point, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know.
It's like what I've noticed.
Well, I'm an arrogant asshole. I'm the real NPC. The crazy thing is I'm the real NPC.
You'll probably feel that in 10 years, like, oh shit, I just really woke up.
What? I'm 27. Or I'm about to be 27. What's gonna happen when do you have any advice for me, Josh? What should I do?
You should get
in the next
bunch
10
of
years
debt and get some babies.
Just fuck and just get a house and kids.
I didn't say get a house. You don't need a house. Just
where am I gonna put the babies?
With your wife. She watches the babies. She
in the
takes
RV.
care of the babies. It can be an RV.
In the metaverse.
2-bedroom studio. No, they gotta be real babies.
Oh damn it! I want metaverse children. I don't know if I'll have kids, but I'm definitely having a bunch of metaverse kids. And they're gonna be my I'm gonna raise them right. I'm gonna raise my metaverse children with conservative values, Josh. My metaverse kids are going to learn. They're gonna play outside at night until the streetlights turn on. They're gonna come home. They're gonna go to church on virtual Sunday.
No, they're not. They're going to be driving this car, running over this man. That's what your metaverse kids are doing.
No. That's what Hollywood wants my metaverse kids to do. Hollywood wants to control my metaverse kids, not me. My metaverse kids are going to be homeschooled at my metaverse home that I own. Okay?
On Sandbox?
I mean, maybe. Maybe that's kind of the shitty neighborhood, isn't it?
Yeah, Sandbox, and the other is Decentraland.
Whichever one's like the Bel Air. I want to live in like the Bel Air.
Snoop lived in Decentraland. Somebody paid like $500,000 to live next to him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
this is back in 2001, like at the peak of NFTs and all the Decentraland and Sandbox and all that VR shit.
I do love that, like, people, like, there was so much hype around VR and the metaverse for like a year, and now it's like everyone's moved on to, like,
because the world opened back up.
I know, yeah, no, literally, dude. It was like, I mean, and what have people really moved on to? I mean, I don't know, man. People have moved. What's the new tech trend? It's like
it's not trends. They're just trying to work as many jobs as possible to keep their head above water.
I know that's what I'm doing. I've like 0 jobs, right? I'm like unemployed.
You're at your job right now.
No, this is my passion,
which is also your job. Do what you love.
Yeah, that's when you align your passion and your job. Something magical happens, which is you lose a lot of money.
Yes, at first,
and then, I mean, I've really high hopes for this show. I really do.
No hopes, belief.
I mean, I'm gonna interview a lawyer. A lot of cool shit's gonna come up for the show, guys. So and we're learning as we go. But I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I missed? Did we talk about something else?
Pee Wee Herman died.
Pee Wee Herman died. Wasn't he a pedophile?
No. See, people want to put that. He was jacking off in a porn theater where you're supposed to jack off.
Really?
Yeah, he was never a pedophile.
But back then that was crazy. Like, I think now if he did that, like, I don't think people would care.
Well, he did that at the height. Imagine Blue's Clues guy.
Yeah.
Going to a porn theater jacking off. Same thing.
Blue's Clues guy, wasn't he also a pedophile?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh.
The Ren and Stimpy guy was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus. I got to be more careful about throwing the word pedophile around.
I think the Rick and Morty guy.
Oh, yeah. No, Rick and Morty.
Justin Roiland, yeah. That guy.
Or I think one of them died.
No, they're both alive.
I think, one of the co-creators died.
It's Justin Roiland and the guy who made Community. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Eric Griffin?
No.
Just kidding. Yeah, man. I think with Rick and Morty, dude, it's
canceled.
I mean, to make a show like Rick and Morty, you really have to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just, I think Hollywood ruins shows. Like, when, like, Rick and Morty just should have ended. Why can't, like, it really annoys me that things have to, like, when it becomes about money, you have to drench it. Everything becomes like this product that you have to drench.
But then it becomes cool again.
Does it though? I don't think so.
Simpsons.
I haven't seen The Simpsons in like years.
But do you hate The Simpsons?
Yes.
Because it was cool to shit on them for a while. And now when the movie came out and everything that they got like, because it's nostalgia. It's like, oh man, I remember watching them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you survive long enough as The Simpsons, it's just like, I guess you can like return to coolness. But so much shit just needs to end. Marvel needs to end.
Saturday Night Live,
SNL. I don't know. I want to be on SNL someday. I'm a huge fan of SNL.
See, and that had its day too. It went to shit, came back, went to shit, came back. That had a bunch of waves.
Yeah, that's true. My relationship with my mom.
There you go.
That's gone up and down, and my dad.
Yeah,
that's coming waves.
And you don't want to cancel that.
And I want that to end. Just kidding. I love you, Mom, if you're listening.
Nothing to your dad.
And my dad. And I love you, Dad. Dude, I actually just and we'll close it out. I know we're at 5. We'll close it out on this. This is a personal story. It's not a road story.
Okay.
But it is a personal story.
Were you on the road during
I
the
was
story?
on a road.
Okay.
I was on a road, but it's not a road story.
Okay.
I was actually downtown yesterday. This literally happened yesterday. I was downtown with my buddy Jason Rodriguez. Jason and I were downtown, and it's like 11 o'clock on Sunday, 11 p.m. I just did a mic, and I have some pizza. Austin's getting crazy, dude. We were just talking, and like out of the corner of our eyes, we see this homeless guy, and he's like punching a fence, like a when businesses close, they put the gates up or on the windows. This guy seems to be like punching a gate. Then we look closer, and this homeless guy's like beating the shit out of another homeless guy. We're like witness this, like just fucking really, really, just really, really punching him. And I look over, and it was like outside of like a tattoo shop, and and they were just closing up.
Between Netches and River Center.
Yeah,
Riverside.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I look over, and I was like, holy shit, like that tattoo lady has huge tits. She's like really hot. No, I was like, oh my God, there's a fight. And then the cops were on the block over. There were like 12 cops. And it took them like a good, what I'm saying is just, I want to buy a gun. I want to buy a gun. This made me want to buy a gun.
Yeah.
Because it took them 2 full minutes. We didn't say anything. I felt bad. I think we should have been like, hey, officer, help. But I didn't want to be a Karen,
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
What time was this at?
11 p.m. It wasn't even midnight. Like, people were out. Like it was like almost like it was crazy that it wasn't at 3 a.m. And then all these cops start running over, and the guy that was assaulting this other guy starts booking it down the street. And here's when it made me realize that one, I want to buy a gun, and two, I think we should defund the police. Dude, they didn't do anything. I mean,
they have a $15,000 signing bonus right now
for being a cop,
for being APD. 15 grand.
That's how fun that job is. And so you incentivize people like that.
That's how much they got defunded. Have you seen the brown shirt guys?
What, the Nazis?
No. There's these guys in brown uniforms that are now patrolling 6th Street.
Dude, these were these guys.
Yeah, they're like, I thought they were security guards at first. But
why do they have brown shirts? That's whole. If you don't know, brown shirts are like the Nazis.
It's a
right?
downtown. And apparently, there's a new city ordinance.
It's a separate agency,
and they're kicking all the homeless out of 6th Street.
Really?
Yeah. Because have you noticed there's a lot more construction happening right now?
Yeah. On
6th Street, and this one company owns like 40 properties. So I'm just thinking they started to rent them all out. But I think you're going to see 6th Street the last quarter of this year going to explode.
Yeah. Well, so if you're, there's a lot of wealthy real estate investors that listen to this. So
there you go.
If you're, also, I would like to start like an ironic venture capital firm. If this show ever takes off, and invest in start the worst companies ever. If I had endless money, I would love to do that. That'd be so fun. Just invest in like the most retarded ideas. Like
I got a few.
Like the new Theranos. I'll just throw all my money at Josh.
We got a few.
No, yeah. I mean, it's not just Austin. Like the whole world. It was. I don't know. Like people talk about crime, but it's weird to really witness crime. Like it's weird to like see a fight happening, and just think and just do nothing. Like I did nothing.
I saw a guy get punted in the head.
Jesus.
And then they took his drugs out of his pocket because he was selling on their turf. And then I didn't feel bad for him. I was like, motherfucker, you know not to sell here. What are you doing? I didn't tell him that, but I thought that.
Wow, I can't. That's crazy. You met Joe Rogan.
And then the lady who masturbates in front of my old studio, she'll like sit out there and just flicker, being like da 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 da, and yeah.
Well, I mean, good thing no one knows where your studio is, Josh. Because I think a lot of people would want to see that. Also, don't talk about my girlfriend like that. She has mental issues.
She does. She wears a diaper.
But yeah, man, I think that like, yeah, this assault happened, and then they chase the guy down, and they take like forever to catch him. Like three cops run after him, but this guy's like on meth, so he fucking bolts out of there. And the other cops were like, go that way. But they catch him eventually. But no one, so here's where it gets crazy. No one rendered aid to the guy that got beat up.
Yeah, you were part of that. No one.
No, well, check it out. No one, like, none of the cops, like, I thought they like do EMS. He wasn't bleeding or anything like that. But like, I go over there and I have 2 slices of pizza. And it's the guy that got beat up and his friend that's trying to like, comfort him. And I go over there and Jason was like, dude, are you okay? And then the homeless guy, the guy that got beat up, his friend asked me, he's like, hey, like he's really messed up. Can he get a slice of your pizza? And that's when I was like, I really want these homeless guys to get the fuck out of this city. I was like,
I got beat up.
It was like, and I realized something, that this was all a conspiracy to get money from me. This whole thing, all the homeless guy, the fight, the cops were on it too, Josh. They all wanted me to give up my fucking pizza, and I gave in.
You gave him pizza?
I gave him a slice.
Wait, did you give him a slice that you already bit?
No, I was like waiting to eat it at home. I gave him a full slice, and I gave it to the guy who was like the guy that got beat up was in shock. He was like,
oh, so the other guy just ate.
And the other guy took it, and then he gave it to the guy that was in shock, and he goes like, he clearly was, I think it was fake. The whole thing was fake to take my pizza.
Yep.
And these homeless are clever. You gotta watch out. These homeless, they're clever, they're sneaky. What other words can I use to describe homeless people?
Smelly.
I mean, that's a little rude.
I wasn't judging their character, just their odor.
Their odor. I mean,
it's hot out here.
If we're being honest, I think they smell better than most open mic comics.
Not the ones that sit in wheelchairs.
The comedians? Or the I think we're talking about the same people, honestly.
Oh shit.
But anyway, that was just a cautionary tale. So don't. If you ever see two homeless guys fighting, I kind of wanted to break it up, but like I'm like, don't
do that.
You don't know if they have a gun. You don't know if like I might get angry, like I might start getting involved, like helping him hit the other guy. You don't know what he did. You don't know what he did. You know, you really never know people. And I'm just a pussy. I'm just a pussy. I'm a real big pussy, Josh. Like
that should have been the name of the show.
Sean's
pussy? Really big pussy.
No, that's the Patreon episode. Should I just do jack off stuff on the Patreon?
As long as I don't have to record it, yeah, go ahead.
Just turn it into like a crazy. No, I'm no. I will never. I honestly. Oh, and that's the final thing. This is for the listeners. Here's how you know you can trust me as a broadcaster. Is I'm doing this. I'm not here. I'm not doing this for the money. Truly, I'm not. I turned down literally I could have been a billionaire on Wall Street. I literally, with the ambition that I'm not trying to be an arrogant asshole right now, but with the ambition that I have and the lack of moral character that I have, no, truly, I have a great, I had a job on Wall Street. I had everything going for me and I have no values. I'll do anything. I'll crush anyone. I would have been a billionaire on Wall Street. And I didn't do that because I love entertainment and podcasting and comedy. It's not a comedy podcast, but I do like entertainment. So that's how you know you can trust me. I'm not going to sell out.
I thought Goldman Sachs fired you for your coke addiction.
That was alleged. No, I didn't. I interviewed at Goldman. They never gave me the job.
Damn.
Can you believe that? If you work at Goldman, let me know.
You need to work on that shit. Just be a day trader.
I actually thought about starting a live stream where I day trade. That could be a cool idea for the Patreon.
Yeah.
We could actually, I mean, we could like, honestly, it'd be kind of fun. Like I'd love to, I think people would be entertained by like watching me lose money on the stock market.
Yes.
It'd be really fun. We could like live stream. I mean, bro, throw some fucking money, like thousands of dollars at a day trade.
Or just put 100 and just use stupid leverage, like a stupid amount of.
Yeah, or just trade options or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we need enough Patreon subscribers. That could be a good Patreon goal. How about this? Once we get to 10 patron subscribers, I will do a crazy day trade. I'll put like $3,000 into a day trade or an option or whatever trade you guys want. Whatever. Okay.
AMC.
Not AMC. But yeah. All right. Well, we got to go. Right. You got to go. Let's wrap it up, shall we? How long have we been going for, Josh?
An hour 32.
Hour 30. All right. I want to shoot for 90. I don't want to fucking, bore you guys with shit. But anyway, thank you for listening. What did you think of this episode, Josh?
It was great.
Was it great? It was fun.
It was great for the second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm comparing it to the second episode I ever recorded with you and Tony.
Okay.
So there was no dead spots.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
I think it fizzled out, if I'm being honest. I think like there were probably 10 minutes where I was like, I kind of ran out of shit to say.
Yeah, I brought Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, you brought it back with Pee Wee Herman, the pedophile.
Not a pedophile.
Pee Wee Herman's a pedophile.
Just because he had Pee Wee's Playhouse doesn't mean he was a pedophile.
Who else is a pedophile? Not Michael Jackson. Adolf Hitler has a life number of 5. And that's means something, I guess.
And you're a 10, which is really a 1.
And I'm a 10. He's a 10. You know that meme? He's a 10, but he's a 10, but his life number is 5. Stupid. I hate memes. I hate trends. I fucking hate. I don't even know how. I'll find a better way to describe this later. But I don't like new phrases. I don't like cultural trends. And really, ultimately, if you're a part of this mission, and I'll close on this, The mission of this show is to destroy ideology. It is to destroy any sort of collectivism that you feel with not except with other people. If you've not even with other people, any collectivism you feel, I want to crush that. I want everyone to be radically individualistic. That's what I want for the show. Self-actualization. I want everyone on the show to self-actualize. I want you to find your numerology number. I want you to find your life number and live according to your life number. And I want you to buy crack and I want you to smoke crack.
That's a good lesson.
And I want you to call me. I want you to call me at 512-366-8177. It's in the description. And I think that'd be fun. Please, at least one person fucking call me. If I get no voicemails, that'll be really embarrassing. So you need, if you're that guy that's like, I kind of want to call Sean, I kind of want to don't, please just fucking call me. And just also don't say the N-word in the voicemail. Don't like go crazy on the fucking voicemail. I can't play the voicemail if you say the N-word and retard a bunch, and you know?
They're probably going to do that now that you
well, now, I mean, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I hate the internet. Dude, okay, well, what did you want me to say, Josh? Please say the N-word in the voicemail. That doesn't sound better at all.
Or just not bring it up. Just don't bring it up.
Oh, not bring it up. Right. You've clearly never been an autistic person, Josh. You have to, there's 3 layers of irony here, and no one is understanding any of them. Fuck. But the point is, give me a call. I will give you advice on whatever you want. Or I will criticize. I will also criticize you. If you want criticism, I will hate you. If I can hate on you, what I won't do is support whatever else. Whatever. I'm not going to support you. Like, subscribe, review. Okay, like, do all of this. I don't give a like. The show has to grow. Okay, I'm not going to do the fucking 80 episodes of this show and get no fucking views. So, if you're going to be a part of this, you're not. There's no half measures in Sean's show. You're in or you're out. If I find that you've only done some things and not other things, then I'm going to ban you from watching the show. So here's what I want you to do. I want you, if you're watching on YouTube, like it, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, leave your life number, and tell me what that means to you and how you're going to incorporate that in your daily life from now on. I want you to review the show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And sign up for the Patreon. Once we get to 10 patrons, I'll do a crazy day trade, and I'll have a lot of cool interviews with guests. I'm actually lining up a guest with a lawyer that I actually had to call at 5 p.m., which I fucked up. Fuck. I really fucked that up. No, he's fine. He'll be cool. And then what else? Is that it?
Yeah.
What about you, Josh? Where can people find you?
On Comedy Frequency. Go check out my new album, Toys for Sale, out now. It's free. Just watch it and like it and play it again and again and share it.
And subscribe to Josh Cabaza on Instagram, everywhere. I'll have his profiles in the description. Oh, and tell your friends about the show.
Yep.
I'm building the fucking Sean Show. Sean Show is here. Sean Show. All right. Love you guys. See you next week. Was that a fade out?